The invites for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10's Unpacked event arrived, and we might be getting an S Pen with a camera, it seems. Huawei is waiting on an answer from the US government because it seems they still want to continue using Android, and we have new leaks of the back panel of the Mate 30 Pro that remind us more of the Lumia 1020. I'm Jaime Rivera, and it's Tuesday. I'm not supposed to have any more jet lag, but it's been a bad day. We still got a ton of news. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals. If you're in the market for AirPods, fine, I know, everybody's using them. They're not my favorite. We did a full video on that. We will work on a video for alternatives. But still, right now, $145 for the base model without the wireless charging case. They cost $180 with the wireless charging case. So, you know, for paying full retail price, I'd rather go for this on Amazon. You can learn more in the description. Now let's talk about Sony, as apparently the company is already working on a Sony Xperia 2, even if we still have not received the Sony Xperia 1 for review. I know. According to a UA proof file that mentions Sony devices with model numbers J8210, just to give you an idea, the Xperia 1's model number was J8110 and J8010. The codenames are Sphinx and Horus, and both bring 5G modems apparently, even if the case of the J8010 will be the flagship that has the screen resolutions that match the Xperia 1, which could mean that the other one is more of a mid-ranger. Whatever the case may be, obviously Sony is not the most popular brand right now when it comes to smartphones, and obviously this marketing strategy of not sending out review units is not the way to go. We'll keep you posted. Apparently IFA in Berlin is the case. Now let's talk about LG, as the company has just launched the LG G8s ThinQ. I know, and supposedly you would assume that the S variant means it's a better one, but actually it is and it's not. See, it's still powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, but the resolution goes down to Full HD+, though the screen gets larger at 6.2 inches diagonal, meaning less pixel density. The battery is also slightly larger at 3550 milliamp hours, and probably the most interesting change is the extra camera. I mean, we saw images of this phone, but we thought it was fake, but apparently it's not. The system now packs a 13 megapixel super wide, a 12 megapixel standard, and a 12 megapixel telephoto. Obviously, we'll keep you posted, as we haven't heard from those review units either. It's very interesting that LG is launching another device just out of the blue. And let's move the spotlight over to Huawei, as we've got some very interesting leaks of what we expect to be the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. And here's the thing, I mean, Huawei came up with the stove design, but now we see that the next generation iPhones and the next Pixels are also bringing the stove, so apparently Huawei wants to go circular and remind us more of the Lumia 1020, or now the Moto X lineup pretty much, or the Moto Z, I would be. The thing about it is, it seems that there will be a circular cutout for the camera, Leica capabilities as well. What we see is leaks of the back glass, and they bring the shape. I'm not necessarily sure if I like this design more than the stove, because in the Huawei device it's centered, which is for me the ideal way, but we'll see. And let's continue talking about Huawei, particularly when it comes to the Huawei Ben. Yesterday we reported over the case that the Trump administration had mentioned. Donald Trump himself had said that they were going to lift the ban, and we did not know the exact status of where that lay. Now apparently we do. See, after Donald Trump's statement this weekend, the National Economic Council added that all that would happen is that they would give Huawei some additional licenses to buy widely available products, and we don't know if Android is included, as, for example, AOSP is free. Now, Huawei is waiting on the Department of Commerce to respond so that they can continue using Android, which they stated to prefer. The US government said they have nothing to add just yet. So yes, we still don't know exactly what is being lifted in this ban, or what the extent of it is, if there will be restrictions, and what's the case going to be for Android. So yes, we will be reporting on that. And finally, the hottest news today have to do with an email that I received very late last night from Samsung with their invite for the new Galaxy Unpacked that's happening on August 7th in New York City. And I mean, there is nothing to speculate here. We see an S Pen, so we know it's the Note, but then the interesting part is that the invitation has the S Pen draw a camera, and it could be a couple of things. One, we hear the rumors that the camera is going to be centered on the display, so we assume that that's going to be the case, but there is speculation that there will be a camera on the S Pen. 10. These were the very early rumors of the Galaxy Note 10, actually, that we would be getting a device with an S Pen with a camera, to which we still are debating what is the use going to be for. So let us know in the comments down below, what do you think this means? Do you think that it's the camera on the S Pen, or just the fact that the camera centered on the display? What is your take on this, what the meaning of this invitation is? Because in my case, I'm hoping it's the camera on the S Pen, even if it's going to be the craziest gimmick of 2019, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to both our channels, English and Spanish, for more videos like this one. Also, follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and here are my personal handles as well if you want to follow me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.